What up, people? It's your boy Chig from Gooner Eagle Eye, coming to you again with a brand new video. This time it is player ratings, where myself and my partner in crime give you our opinion about what you think about the game, and we will rate the players out of 10. This will be the last time that me and my partner in crime will do this together, at least for the immediate future. You never know what happens in the future. So joining me as always, for the very last time, it's Mr. Gunner. Say hello to the people.
Good evening. Well, it's good afternoon. Jesus Christ, it's only 2:15, and it seems like I've been awake forever. It's mad, that early start. The only advantage to an early start is it's an early finish. But yeah, man, we got 3 points away to Leicester, and in the end, second half, we were decent, weren't we? We were very good. Our passing was crisp. Jamie Vardy, we limited to absolutely nothing. And yeah, man, we move on to that Burnley game next Saturday, another early kickoff with a bit of confidence. 2 games in a row, we have scored 3 goals. So yeah, man, still don't know what's happened to Martinelli. I don't know why he can't get any games, but the above Tottenham trophy lasted for a whole minute, by the way, because Gareth Bale scored in the first minute against Burnley. And he's on it today, apparently. He's ripping them a new one. So yeah, man, we move back down to 10th if they win, I think. So yeah, man, just got to keep going, innit? Burnley next, and we've got Tottenham coming up as well, which will be interesting. So yeah, all in all, some decent performances today, bruv. Pepe, yeah, about juiced up Iwobi's better than him. Sit down, man. St. Maximin better than him. Sit down. No chance. No end product from either of them. It's true, isn't it? No end product.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they can glide past people for fun, but so could Alex Iwobi. Yeah, when it comes to putting the ball in the back of the net, none of them can do it. So yeah, man, well done to Pepe today. Laka's penalty, nice penalty, and David Luiz's header. I think all 3 of them as well, by the way, played pretty well. Pepe was quality. Willian as well. Probably it was his best game for Arsenal for me. I thought he was brilliant today at times. Getting the ball and driving forward with it. And he looks a bit more physical today, coming back as well, defending. Cedric. Dear. Don't we look so much better without Becky B in the team? It's mad, isn't it? Who knew? Who knew that if you put 2 wingers in the team as well, instead of one and an attacking midfielder on the wing, that we suddenly look more balanced? So yeah, I've seen so many people saying, you've got to give Arteta credit today. Why? Why ain't he been doing this for the last 5 games? Or the last 10 games? You know, why has Becky B played nearly all the season? You know, it's not rocket science. Cedric's decent, man. I told everyone this when we signed him. So yeah, hopefully we can continue on and start moving up the table a bit.
Yeah, I think you're right in everything you're saying. Big up to everybody that is watching. Almost 200 people just flooding into the chat room. Please do slap a like on this video as you do. Hit the subscribe button if you haven't already, and feel free to hit the membership, the join membership button. I did do a show on the membership channel line yesterday where we previewed the Leicester game together. So there'll be a lot more membership shows coming up very, very soon. Let me just catch the super chat from Unique before it disappears. It's frustrating because when we're on our game, we can beat many teams. We just need consistency, which we don't have at the moment. Agreed. But I think maybe that kind of result, that last-minute result against Benfica, inspires some confidence for us because, you know, I think maybe that kind of result, imagine if it had gone the other way and we didn't get through. I could see us getting absolutely slapped there. And just that kind of difference, that a last-minute winner against a team that sends you deeper into a European competition, just gives you that little bit of a spring, a little bit of an extra step, even for players that have not been playing recently. It lifts the whole club, doesn't it? And today, for me, what I liked about the performance, because I do agree, I think there was large parts of the first half that were boring. But one thing I will say is I thought we controlled the first half.
Yeah,
Bar
yeah.
the goal, I thought we kept very calm, very composed, worked our way back into the side, worked our way back with the equaliser, and got a good penalty as a result of it. And then I think pretty much into the second half, it wasn't like a wave after wave of attacks, but it was just a controlled game. We ended up getting a third, could have maybe got a fourth. And it was just a solid all-round performance. And that's what I liked about today. It was just almost a drama-free, relaxed game. And it's not often that you can say that about an Arsenal side, never mind an Arteta side. So, yeah.
Yeah, and David Luiz, like I said earlier, I thought he was decent today. And Marie. Marie, he just looks so chilled on the ball at times. It's mad. And his reading of the game, he's probably the best reader of the game in our defence.
Yep.
Yeah, yes. Which it's mad how he don't play so many games, isn't it?
I told you guys a long time ago I felt that Mario was a good player. I just had a feeling he made his debut against City, and everyone was kind of rubbishing him off because I think he got injured in that game. And I said, for me, I never was in that camp because I think I saw enough in him that suggested that there may be a player there. I still don't think he'll be the best in the world or anything, but I do think that in terms of what we have, I do think that he'll be a pretty decent player. And I think the more games he plays, for me, I'm more hopeful about him than I am about Gabriel at the moment. I think I said this the other day. But that's just my personal opinion.
Yeah, you said that to me the other day on the podcast. Was it the podcast you said that?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was the podcast. And yeah, I can kind of see that. Because do you know what? He does look less rash than a little bit more polished. But he probably is more polished because he is 5 years older. So I think I said this the other day as well. Play them both together. David Luiz has been good recently, so you can't really take him out at the moment. But I think that going forward, I want to see Marie and Gabriel together. I couldn't care less if they're both left-footed. Yeah, couldn't care less. Yeah, when we had our proper defences, everyone was right-footed, mate. Do you know what I'm saying? All this fetish about you have to have a left footer on the left side of defence and a right footer on the right side of central defence. Load of garbage. If you're a good player, you're a good player. And Marie, I think, is decent. I think him and Gabriel would work well together.
Yeah, looks like you've answered your next question before you had a chance to answer it. So hopefully that answers your question, Yannick.
There you go.
Yeah, I just like him. I said it in my preview. I think he's very composed. Plays like he's very experienced. He's obviously played in the league before, so maybe that kind of helps him settle in very quickly. I like it. I like him. I do. I like him a lot. And Vardy caused him very little problems, as we ended up seeing. So, yeah. Okay. I think we both need to acknowledge him, and that is Mr. Willian.
Yes.
We had a big debate on our last show about whether or not the last pass he had was an assist. You insisted it wasn't. I insisted it was at least a key pass. But I think we both are agreed that today was a well-deserved assist. At least one that he got, if not both of them.
Yeah, I think he had a really good game, bruv. Really good game. And this is the thing, yeah. Like, that was the Willian today that I see at Chelsea every time I watch Chelsea last season.
Yeah.
Like getting the ball, turning and driving. Yeah, getting the ball into good areas. Yeah. Decision making was decent today. Yeah, that's what I used to see every single time I put Chelsea on TV. Yeah. And I see that today, and it's the first time I've seen it. Because he's been shit all season, let's be real. Yeah, let's be real. He's been crap all season.
No, yeah, I hear you. He has been, and he plays like a player with a lack of confidence, and like I say, almost very similar to the Benfica thing. Maybe that kind of one chance where he did create that goal last week might have just given him that bit of extra confidence. Oh, okay, I can do something right. Because today I actually thought it was a much better all-round performance that he had. and worked very, very hard, got himself 2 goals, was BT Sportsman in a match, but as you guys are about to find out, wasn't necessarily mine. But I'll show you what the
I
points.
just want to read this out as well. I'm not one for big stats and all that crap, yeah. But this just goes to show the difference when you play a proper right back. Yeah. Today, Cedric and Pepe passed to each other 31 times versus Leicester, compared to 7 passes between Pepe and Bellerin versus Man City.
Yeah. They don't work well together, Bellerin and Pepe, at all. Because Bellerin, for some reason, has this fetish of when he comes to the halfway line, he likes to go into the middle, which makes no sense. Pepe, everyone knows what he likes to do. He likes to cut inside into the middle. So if you've got 2 right-sided players that are now cut into the middle, you are congesting not only the people who are there from a positional sense, and now both of you idiots are now out of position. No one is covering the other one because you're both in each other's way.
Yeah.
There's
no overlap. There's nobody because what Pepe needs is somebody that's going to overlap him, which occupies the player that he's up against to take him out the equation, so he could drop his shoulder and go and bend one in. Yeah. That's what he wants. Yeah, but when Bellerin's playing as an inverted winger or an inverted fullback, he's coming inside and Pepe's coming inside, so just get caught in, like you say, in each other's way. Then when we lose the ball, Bellerin's at number 10 position, so he's well out of position. It don't work. I don't need coaching badges for that, bruv.
Yeah, and that's the thing. I think a right back to me in the summer has to be a very key find for us, a very key priority for us in terms of what we're looking to buy. A striker and a right back. Those two, I think, we've really got to look carefully to fill those roles.
Yeah.
In my personal opinion. But for me, let's get into player ratings. You guys know how we do player ratings by now. Almost 300 people watching. Again, please do slap a like on this video. Hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. And get on board. And we'll do player ratings. You know how we do them by now. We mark every player who played against Arsenal versus Newcastle. Arsenal versus Newcastle. Arsenal versus Leicester. And we'll give every Arsenal player a mark. If there is any marks you guys don't agree with, that's all right. Just put your own mark in the chat room. That's what it's there for. And I'll try and highlight everybody's mark as much as possible. We'll try and explain very briefly why we've hit that mark. And then we'll obviously end it, as always, by marking the manager. All right. Let's see how we get on. First and foremost, Bernd Leno.
Didn't have a lot to do, really, did he?
I
actually think he could have done better with that goal.
I'm a little surprised Matt Ryan didn't start, I must admit. It just felt like, at some point you need to make sure that this keeper is ready to come in if we actually need him to at any point during the season. Because at the moment, he's just coming in cold. But as I suppose, like you said, a little surprised the first goal went in. You would have thought, from his perspective, he might have put up a little bit more of a challenge as well. And I think it's because he didn't read the situation until it was too late. So, but maybe I'm being overly critical. But I'll give him a 6 out of 10 anyway.
I'll give him a 6 as well. Yeah, I don't think he had a great deal to do. His kicking's so much better this season. And I think I'm not being overcritical. He didn't read that at all, and it went straight across him, bruv. He didn't get down quick enough. Yeah, it's like, I know he wanted to cover his near post, but for me, he has to do better with that. But having said that, he didn't put a foot wrong after that. Yeah, so I'll give him a 6.
Okay. Right back, Cedric.
Cedric Suarez.
We're just spoken about him. Thought he supported Pepe well. Was very solid. And I give him a 7 out of 10.
I'm going to give Cedric an 8.
Mm.
And the reason I'm giving him an 8 is because he didn't look out of position at all.
Okay.
Yeah, it didn't look out of position at all. The goal came down the other side, Tierney's side. Vardy pretty much had, between him and Louise, they pretty much had him in their pocket down that side. Yeah, man, I thought he was good. And like I said, he gave Pepe an outlet, like, and an overlap. Yeah, I'm going to give him an 8. I thought he was decent, bruv. I do not want to see that fashionista at right back ever again. I don't want to see him, man. See him. But we know that his little princess will be back in the team at the weekend.
Exactly. There you go. Okay, cool. Let's go with the two centre backs, David Luiz and Mari. So I'm going to go 6 for David Luiz, and I'm going to go 7 for Pablo Mari. Well, Mari did well, especially against
Interesting.
Vardy. Showed some good pace against him. Thought he started a little slow and then grew into the game. Whereas Luiz was playing almost to the best of his ability without fucking up. I'll give him a 6 out of 10 for that.
I'm going to go the other way around. I'm going Luiz 7 and Marie 6. I think Marie could have done a hell of a lot better for that first goal as well. Well, their goal. But yeah, Luiz scored, so I'm going to give him, and it was a goal to get us back in the game as well. So that was an important moment. After that, like I said, that defence, everything that came at them after we equalised and then went 2-1 up, they just cleared everything up, man. It was comfortable in the end. So yeah, after that first 20 minutes or so of looking a bit all over the place, I thought they were pretty good, man. Marie, like I said, is comfortable. David Luiz didn't do anything stupid today. He actually scored, and he looked good, man. So yeah, I'm going to give him a 7. I'm going to give Marie a 6.
Okay, interesting. Left back, Kieran Tierney. I'll be honest. I actually thought he had a quiet game today. Kind of just played within himself without really being too. He was determined not to be costly. Although having said that, I have no idea where he was for the goal.
Yeah.
So I will have to mark it down for that. But outside of that, I don't think he played too badly. So I will give Tierney a 6 out of 10.
Yeah, I've given him a 6. I thought I don't know where he was for that goal. Like, that was Bellerin vibes, bruv. I have no idea where he was. Yeah, it was just ridiculous. So yeah, man, I'm going to give him a 6. Bruv, his crossing's sick. He works up and down the pitch. He is everything you want in a fullback. Yeah, man. I love him, bruv. You know my thoughts on him. He's sick. I'm going to give him a 6. Yeah, man.
All right. In the middle, Mohamed El Nene. I thought he was okay. He was perfectly serviceable. Didn't really cost us much. I'll give him a 5. I thought it was just was average from him. Didn't really notice him in the game. I assume he was playing. I just didn't really clock him too many times. So I'll give him a 5 out of 10.
I'm going to give him a 5 as well.
Next to him, Granit Xhaka. I've seen a lot of people heap a lot of praise on him, including Martin Keown. I can't say I was overly impressed by him. I think from a point of view of, I suppose he never lost the ball. And whenever he got the ball, he damn sure made sure he passed it backwards. That was always his first instinct, was to pass it backwards. And for me personally, I'm going to give him a 6 out of 10.
I'm actually going to give him a 7.
Nah, man. This is a bad man. He almost got clapped up by Albright.
Walking around giving it all of that. Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah? Giving it all of that. Watch your mouth. One of them ones, bruv. If you know,
the wrong person gets slapped.
Yeah, if you know, you know. I'm going to give Xhaka a 7, though. Do you know what? Despite him pissing me off at times in that game, passing backwards, I actually thought he controlled that midfield pretty well today, and he didn't look out of like his depth like he normally does. So yeah, I'll get him a 7.
Okay, all right. Number 10, Emil Smith-Rowe.
Oh, bruv. I really like this kid, but he was shit. He was our worst player today. I'm going to give him a 2. Literally a 2. I hope he's all right. I know he went off injured. I don't know how long he's going to be out for, but I'm going to give him a 2. I thought he was shit, and he's been shit for weeks.
I'll give him a 4 for the same reasons. I'm not going
to.
So I'm trying to think on the right hand side. No, let's leave Pepe till last. Left hand side. Who was on the left again?
Willian,
of course. How could I forget? Was very industrious today. Got himself a couple of assists. Definitely the best game he's played for Arsenal. I'm actually going to give Willian an 8. I thought he was fantastic.
Ooh, I'm going to give him a 9.
Wow.
And I'll tell you why I'm giving him a 9, because at half time, he pissed me right off, bruv. The amount of times he was just running into alleyways and passing the ball out and trying to do too much. Second half, he was more direct and more decisive when he got the ball. And I thought that was easily his best game for us. And that is the Willian I want to see every week. If you're going to play him, I want to see that level every week. I don't want to see, this bullshit Willian that we've seen for months. I thought everything he did today for maybe 25 minutes onwards was brilliant at times. Yeah, it never dropped below a 7 or an 8 for me after that 25 minutes. The first 25 minutes, he was shocking. But I think we were all shocking in that first 25 minutes, if I'm honest. So yeah, man, I'm going to give him a 9. He ain't my man of the match, though.
Okay. No, he's not my man of the match either. Apparently I never gave Emil Smith-Rowe a mark. I'll give him a 4.
You gave him a 4?
Yeah.
You said I'll give him a 4 for the same reasons.
Yeah, okay. So I did. Somebody said I didn't give him a mark. Okay, cool.
They weren't listening properly. These are called ears. Come on, baby.
Lacazette. Alex
8.
Lacazette.
8. I thought, he scored a penalty. And as we know from yesterday's Brighton away game to West Brom, penalties are not easy to score these days.
Yes.
But despite having the look on his face like he couldn't give a toss in the first minute, he did actually give a toss today, and I thought he worked the forward line very well today. And man, I'm going to give him an 8. I thought he was good today.
Okay, let's go with Nicola. Sorry, let's go with Alex Lacazette. Excuse me.
That's who we've just done.
Oh, no, you just gave him an 8, right?
Yeah.
Right. That's what happens when I'm looking at my fucking phone. Sorry, apologies. I'm also going to give him I'm going to give him a 7. I'll be honest with you. I didn't notice him as much as I would have liked to. But I think he put away a pen well. When I did see him, held the ball up well, really tried to lead his team as much as possible. But I didn't see enough from Lacazette today. But sure I will. So, yeah, see what happens. Last but not least, Nicolas Pepe. For me, 9 out of 10. I thought he was excellent. From literally minute 1, you can see that he was going to terrorize that defense. He was going to grab the ball. He was just going to run at this Leicester defense. And this Leicester defense had 2 choices. Either get crushed by him or move out of the way.
Yeah.
And they chose the latter, quite frankly. Their little left back got ruined by Pepe to the point where they had to tweak it and change it. So, they are, I think, they are a side that can defend well, that do have a lot of powerful players. But ultimately, when it came to Pepe, they didn't have an answer.
Yeah, that left back got ripped a new one a couple of times, but up to the point where he got subbed at half time.
Exactly.
That was, to be fair, that was good management from Brendan Rodgers to get him off, because he would have been sent off. Pepe would have skinned in the second half, and he would have been mugged.
Agreed. So I'm going to
give him a 9 as well. But
I'll give him a 9. Yeah, 9.
People are saying, but you gave Willian a 9 as well. Yeah, Willian was closer to an 8. Pepe's closer to a 10, so they both get a 9.
Yeah, I gave Willian an 8, and I gave Pepe a 9. So yeah, Pepe's
but I don't know who the two players were that he done a drag back nutmeg on 2 different players in a row and run off with the ball. I was like, no, you're taking the piss, bruv. Like, literally, he was on it today. That was one of his best games for us since he's been here. Yeah, I thought he was superb, man. And I'm glad he got a goal as well, because his performance warranted a goal.
Agreed.
Good, man. He was very good.
Okay, let's quickly talk about the subs. Thomas Partey came on. I thought he was better than El Nene, but not much. I'll give him a 3 out of 10.
Yeah, it's a weird one, isn't it? He was getting stuck in, but I don't know, man. Like, I feel like we've just totally ruined this guy this season. With injuries. And listen, you can't help injuries at times, but you can not rush these players back into games when they're not fully fit. I.e., starting them in games when they've just come back from an injury. Maybe bring them on for 20 minutes, which is what he did the other night. So maybe he has learned from that. Yeah, and then he hasn't started him again today, and he's brought him on again today. So maybe he has learned from that. We'll see. But I thought he was pretty poor when he came on, if I'm honest. But having said that, the game was won. So it was more a case of just dictating it, and keeping it cool, innit? Okay. So I'm going to give him a 5.
Okay, well, you're more generous than me after all that. Well, fair enough. Odegaard, I actually thought was really good when he came on. You could instantly see the difference between him and Emil Smith-Rowe in that spot. And I think for me, I'm going to give Odegaard a 6 out of 10 in that position.
I'm going to give him a 7. Yeah, I thought the tempo went up when he came on.
As soon as he came on, you could see the difference. Yeah.
And some of the passes he was making down the wings, like through the gaps. Boy, some of them passes. There was one where he just underhit it. It was slow. He didn't underhit it. It was a good pass because Pepe got it. But if he had put maybe a foot in front of him,
I know the one you're talking about. Yeah,
he would have cut inside and he would have skinned that centre back and it would have been back of the net.
It came a little bit slow and a little bit square to Pepe, where I think Pepe needed it a little bit more sharp and a little bit quicker ahead of him.
But yeah, that was a good pass. It's just his movement as well. He passed it. He popped. Do you know what? This is going to be high praise of him, because he ain't as good as either of these two, and he probably never will be. But it was like watching, when Xavi and Iniesta were just pinging passes around to each other and just moving. That was what I see from him. Like, not on that level, and I'm not comparing him to them two players as technical and all that bollocks, but his movement, it was just like little triangles, and he kept running, pass, move. He's not one that stands and passes it and admires his pass. He always passes and moves somewhere else into space. So, yeah, man, I thought he was wicked when he came on. So, yeah, decent performance.
I like him. Hector Bellerin, I'm not going to pop and bark him.
No, Hector Bellerin never came on, bruv. It was Aubameyang and...
I swear Bellerin came on. I thought you said Bellerin came on.
No. It was
Aubameyang came on.
Odegaard and Aubameyang.
So no, Aubameyang had a decent shot. Bobbling down, I think he
didn't get much time. He had less than 10 minutes, bruv.
Yeah, and he didn't get to much. So. A 2, but not a 2 because he was shit. Just a 2 because he didn't have a lot of time.
I was giving him the same.
And then the manager. Now, I must admit, I did not like his team. But I don't need to like his team if he's going to get the result. And he got the result at the end.
Yeah.
So maybe the means justified the end. So I think for that reason, you have to give the manager a 9 out of 10.
I'm going to give him an 8.
I knew you'd give him an 8. I think I'll give him a 9. The reason I'm giving him a 9 is just because I think he beat someone who is an opponent in the top 3. I thought we controlled the game. I thought he made decisions in terms of the team lineup in which, other than Emil Smith-Rowe, actually all his decisions worked out at the end. And even the substitute that he brought on, Zozo Odegaard, was the correct one. So I think for that reason, I think you've got to give him a 9.
Okay, no, that's fair enough. I think, listen, we've won the game, and let's be honest here, right? Did anyone expect us to win? Because most people were saying no.
That's the other thing. That's the other thing.
So,
That's the other thing. I'll call it how I see it, even if I don't like him. I'll call it how I see it.
Yep.
So.
No, man. No, happy days. We've got the 3 points. We move into the Burnley game. They're getting absolutely destroyed by Spurs, by the way.
Yeah.
They're literally
out of the game. I know they're 3-0 down, so. So, let's see what happens. My man's got trust the process as his name, you know. Look at this. This man would rather slate Arteta for their own. All right.
Let me tell you something.
This is where I know
this word agenda.
Can I just tell you? 14 or 15.
Yeah, this word agenda, toxic, and
where did you hear me slate the man? I literally complimented him.
9 out of 10. I gave him an 8 out of 10.
I literally complimented him. Where was the slating in what I just said? This is where you have your own agenda. You have your own agenda because you're obviously not listening. You just hear what you want to hear.
No, bro.
And I'll give you a little 5 seconds.
Do you know what it is, Jig? Yeah, do you know what it is? Real talk, right? Yeah, when people say this word agenda, I fucking love that word agenda. You've got an agenda. I have got an agenda, yeah. My agenda's for this club to fucking do what they told me they were selling their soul for 19 years ago. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. That's my agenda. So when this banter club decide to go and do what's required to win titles, which is why we moved here, then I'll drop my agenda. Your agenda's happy being 9th or 10th. So you're clearly a loser. Yeah. And on that bombshell, thanks for watching.
Do you know what I mean? Don't forget to drop a like. And don't drop a like and hit that subscribe button before you get off. Jeez, man, would rather slate. Especially, this is the thing. If I actually slated him, I could understand. All right, maybe I should have done that.
Literally just given him 17 out of 20.
I just gave him a compliment and said, actually, the reasons why I gave him a 9 out of 10. Where was the slating? Oh,
yeah, we've literally just marked him 17 out of 20 between us. Baffling.
Unbelievable. Anyway, let's get up out of here. Please do slap a like on the video. Does it sound like I'm a cold? God forbid, Steve. No, I don't. People are desperate for me to highlight this comment. I'm going to highlight it one time. Just because for some reason you would love me promoting this guy's channel on my channel.
I couldn't.
So annoying.
Yeah, Terry's my friend. Yeah, Terry is actually a very good friend of mine. Some of the people he has on there are questionable, but it's his channel. He can do what he wants. And you know what? Literally anyone who cusses me on that channel ain't doing better than me, mate. It's as simple as that. So they can keep crying all they like about me. We've just won football match against Leicester, who are high flying third in the table, and people are more worried about me.
Yes, it's madness. I wasn't aware.
Gargantuan.
Yes.
Keep chatting.
I'll tell you what, let me tell you something, people.
Keep putting the name around. Keep doing it.
Let me tell you something, people. If I see Lee Gunner trending on Twitter one day after an Arsenal win, you motherfuckers are a disgrace. You motherfuckers will be a disgrace.
The amount of times I've trended on Twitter is hilarious.
I don't want to ever see that.
I've trended on Twitter maybe 30 times over the last 5 years. It's mad. It's because people are more interested in what I've got to say than enjoying a win. Good luck to them, man. Keep sharing the clips around. Yeah, keep sharing. By the way, the fan cams are dropping as we speak. So yeah, make sure you go and check the fan cams out. And me and Chig are going to do one in a minute. And yeah, man, it's all good. It's all good. And the reason people don't like it about what I say here is because they can't do what I do, Chig. Yeah, some of these people that want to sit on other podcasts and moan and bitch and cry about me, yeah, they don't like the fact that I do this full time, and they're very jealous because they can't. And it's as simple as that.
I also blame the people that highlight it, though. Like, oh, Lee, have you seen what they're saying on football? Because they are just as at fault. It's just like, brother, you know what Lee's gonna say to this. You
Yeah,
know what you're
couldn't care
doing by even highlighting it. Like
Mm.
you come onto my channel just to highlight. So you already know what you're doing already. So it's just like, so I blame them just as much, to be honest. But it is what it is.
Couldn't care less.
All right. Please do smash the like, hit the subscribe button, people. We are up out of here. You will next see me probably on Tuesday.
Been about half an hour on a fan cam.
That's true. On a fan cam in half an hour. But then on Tuesday, Monday or Tuesday, I'll do a surprise membership show. And then, have we got any midweek games?
Nah, Saturday.
Saturday. Oh, there you go. So I'll definitely do shows then if we've got midweek games.
I'll get some member streams wrapped up next week as well.
So, so keep a lookout for that. And, we are up out of here. Take care. Enjoy your week, people. And Lee?
Arteta out. Win, lose, or draw. Out.
At least he's consistent.
Out.
At least he's consistent.